cover his faults. And don't spread them unless there is a necessity. If necessity dictates that, then you must do that. But if this necessity does not dictate that, then it is better, and awla foremost, afdal, better and superior, that you cover your brother's faults. Because a man, any man is a bashar, it's a human being. رُبَمَا يُخْطِئ. Maybe that he makes a mistake and shahwa, based upon his desire. And he wanted to do some type of evil, based upon a desire. Or in shubha, based upon a doubt. Because the truth was not clear to him. The truth was not clear to him, so therefore he stated batil, that which was falsehood. He acted on batil, that which was falsehood. Well, mu'min, the believer, covers the fault of his brother. The believer covers the fault of his brother. He gives an example. Say, for example, you see a man who's lying and cheating. Al-Kazab, lying and cheating, ghish, in the matter of bay wa shira, buying and selling. This man's a merchant. You call him lying, and you call him cheating. He says, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah, do not expose him in front of the people. But rather, ansahahu, advise him and cover him. If by this he's granted tawfiq to do what's right, and he's guided to what's correct, and he leaves that which he was upon, then this is what is intended. هذا هو مراد. This is what was desired, what was wanted. وإلا, if he doesn't, وجب عليك أن تبين أمره. It becomes obligatory you to make clear his matter to the people, so that the people won't be tricked and they won't be deluded. So that the people won't be tricked or deluded. You see, once again, the Shaykh is emphasizing the fact that satr or covering is the key, and it is the norm, and it is the basis, and it is the proper behavior, and exposing and revealing only comes after one has tried one's utmost to advise privately and to correct. And this may be something different than one is used to hearing nowadays. Say, for instance, he gives another example. You see a man or woman, in particular he's talking about man here, or a woman also can have this trial of looking at men. But the Shaykh has given an example of looking at women. A man who has a problem with his eyes. Well, soon as a woman comes in front of him, he has to look. He doesn't lower his gaze. What do? The Shaykh is giving giving to us amthila, examples, waqi'iyya, realistically that happen, and giving us a practical method on how we deal with it. What do? Do you go and tell everybody, Ahi, the man can't control his eyes. He looks at everything, Ahi, a'udhu billah. The man is a fornicator or a doctor of the eyes, like this. This is the method that one uses. The Shaykh says, no, you cover his fault. And you advise him, and you explain to him that looking is like one of the arrows of shaitan. Looking. The arrows of shaitan, by which he can hit the heart of a believer. If there's protection there by Allah Ta'ala, then it will stop the arrow from hitting him. That shaitan is thrown into his heart. But if not, then it will hit him. And then it will lead that from that sight, or from that looking at that woman, and the arrow of shaitan hitting him and reaching his goal, it tadarruj, by progress, it leads him till he falls into a filthy action with the woman. And that which is illegal or forbidden for him to do, and falls into munkar, that which has been forbidden. And he said, we seek refuge in Allah from that. As long as as-satr mumkinan, covering the faults of your brother is possible, covering the sins of your brother is possible, and لم يكن في كشف عن عورة أخيك مصلحة, and there's no overriding benefit in exposing his faults, no necessity to doing it, then to cover his faults and not expose them is what is required. To cover his faults and not expose him is what is required. This is something we have to learn. The minbar is not used for exposing faults. The masjid is not used for exposing faults and exposing the failings and shortcomings of people. The circles in the masjid are not used for exposing faults. The maktaba, the book, the library, the tape room, the corner on the street, the sittings in the restaurant or in our houses, none of these are to be used as a vehicle, not only for looking and searching for faults, those hunters who look for these things, but let alone those who actually find a legitimate fault, not a made up or imaginary one. But we have that going around too. But who find a legitimate fault, it is not used, those sittings, our sittings and our gatherings, must not be used for exposing believing men and believing women. And this is a minhaj rabbani. This is a Lord laid down by the Rabb methodology. No one can accuse someone who's acted upon these narrations. Well, someone can. People accuse people of a lot of things. But normally, if a person's aqil and intelligent, can accuse someone of saying, well, she don't want to talk about faults of sisters because she's down with such and such and that's her girl. Or he don't want to talk about the faults of such and such and expose the faults of such and such because he's down with such and such and that's his boy. No, this is a minhaj rabbani. This is a minhaj for me. And it's a minhaj for you. It's a way for me. It's a way for you. It's a methodology for me to interact in my life. And it's a methodology for you. And it's even a methodology for the person who will be stupid enough to raise the accusation. It's a program set by Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Program indicated and shown in the lives of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the Sahaba that satr, covering, is first. And revealing and exposing is like cauterization, medicine by fire. It's the last form you use. And it's only used للضرورة, for necessity. If there's no necessity, brother, then keep quiet. If there's no necessity, brother, then keep it to yourself. If there's no necessity, brother, then shut up. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد. The ayah says in Surah An-Nur, verse 19, إن الذين يحبون أن تشيع الفاحشة في الذين آمنوا لهم عذاب عليم في الدنيا والآخرة. Bearing those who love to spread lewd, filthy matters regarding those who believe, for them is a severe punishment in this world and the hereafter. إن الذين يحبون أن تشيع الفاحشة, those who love to spread, have a hook for that. Fahisha, illegal sexual intercourse. and anything that leads up to that.